Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Deep Cuts Reactions and my name's Greg, and hopefully the ambient noise is not too bad today. I'm washing clothes out there, so if you watch my channel much, you know I'm just hanging out here in my kitchen, so there might be other stuff going on. My wife watching K-pop or I shouldn't say K-pop, K-dramas. And, just whatever is going on in the house at that particular moment. My dog's no longer with us, so, you don't hear the dog barking anymore. but sometimes there's just stuff going on. Like I say, I'm just hanging out and listening to some tunes and hoping people enjoy what I'm doing. And so anyway, yesterday I played this song that was at this, well, it was from this TV show I found out called My First Gig, and it was, hosted by Jimmy Barnes, and he would do these interviews, and then the guest and he would get together and play a song. And I wasn't able to find the whole thing because I'd like to watch one of those, but I did find several of the little live performances they've got there, and I thought this one might be interesting. This is Jimmy Barnes and Diesel. So, and I think the talking is a little bit longer on this than it is on a lot of them. So in any case, they're going to do the song "Since I Fell for You," which should be really interesting. So let's watch Jimmy Barnes and Diesel.
I was just like, wow, gobsmacked at first, the beauty of Sydney and that whole harbour and the whole thing. And I just felt like, wow, I've been transported to somewhere on the Riviera or something. It was like science fiction for me. It was like, we're going to do a gig here tonight. And then who turns up? In excess, Midnight Oil. I think you were at that first gig, or if not the first one, the second one.
The second one, Jane went the first one.
So it was like, we only had 20 people, but it was like pretty much, I think it was said in one of the street magazines that if a bomb went off in the Middle Harbour, pretty much most of the, Australian music industry would have been taken out that night. So
yeah. But it's funny you said, because I remember when Cold Chisel first drove into Sydney and driving up Parramatta Road in towards the city, it was like suddenly, it's like being in New York,
Yeah, it is.
So, we come from these country
towns.
Well,
it is. Sydney's an amazing place for a band, they're just arriving like that, for anyone just arriving, because it's so higgly-piggly, you can't get a grip on where it goes, where it ends, coming from Perth and before that, all places that were flat, Sydney just was really, really hard to get your head around.
So what was an early Injectors gig like? What was the sort of the feel?
Rough.
Rough, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit rough. Well, like I said before, we didn't used to rehearse a lot, so we'd kind of work things out on stage to a large degree. We get the idea of maybe doing a song, or I'd throw it at them, that on the day, and we'd just sort of have a go at it that night. And I'd probably said more that if I was be lucky to say maybe one word all night on those days, pretty much stared at the pedals and maybe the microphone if I could get my eyes to that. But yeah, pretty shy, but
it's tough.
Sort of lost in the music. It is when you're not sort of brought up into that mold. I think if you start out as a singer with a microphone and you're kind of forced to connect with the audience, but being that I'd always had the guitar and to hide behind, it was like, yeah, well, I can do the singing and the guitar playing thing, but that whole frontman thing, that's
another thing
that's for someone else.
You've talked about the early influences. You've talked about ripping off songs from your dad's record collection.
Jimmy Smith, Hoochie Coochie Man, Since I Fell, which came from a Jimmy Witherspoon record.
Right. One of those songs, Since I Fell for You, actually made it onto the first album, which is a testament to a great song, really.
Yeah, well, I haven't actually listened to it that much since the recording, apart from the recording, I've never listened to any of my records that much. Just listening to it then, out in your kitchen, it was like, it sort of travelled pretty well.
Well, it's a great song.
Yeah, it is a great song, and I think that's why Terry Manning, the producer, just said, oh, this has got to go on there because it's, you guys do it. And I think there's been so many schmaltzy versions of it with lots of production and strings and very grandioso, and our version was ultimately opposite all of that.
Do you think it was stripped back then? This is as most stripped back as ever been, and you're stuck with me singing with you, all right?
Oh.
Give it a go.
Men leave my happy home, my love, and now you're gone. Since I fell
guess I'll never be the same. Oh, baby, since I fell for you.
Oh, it's too bad.
Too bad.
It's too sad. You love me, took my money and snub me. What else can I do? Hell, I'm still in love with you.
I guess I never see the light. I get the blues every night. Oh, baby, since I fell for you. Oh, baby. I said it's too bad. It's too sad. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Well, folks that say you love me, take my money, then you snub it.
You snub me.
But what else can I do? 'Cause I'm so in love with you.
Oh, guess I'll never see the light. Get the blues most every night.
Oh, baby, since I fell for you.
Since I fell
For you.
for you.
Wow, man, I'm just blown away. That was just so freaking good. Oh my God. You know, great song. Yeah, great song to begin with. And I've heard a lot of different versions of it. But oh God, that was just such a treat. I'm so turned on right now. It's so, oh man. You know, Diesel's guitar is just, it was so pure yet so heavy at the same time, you know, and just, man, those steel strings and just the tone he had on that sucker was great. And, you know, plus he is a master of the guitar. And, you know, his voice is good too. And then, oh man, you know, with both of them singing it just, ah, it was just wonderful, just exquisite. God bless. And then, yeah, I really enjoyed the little interview in front of that. You know, I wish that had been longer in a way. Like I say, I've got to chase down and see if I can find the original, you know, show. Because I'd like to see I'd like to see the whole interview, with these various Australian musicians and stuff. But oh God, man, I don't know what to say. That was just freaking good. So I will be back, and I don't know what I'm gonna play now. What the hell can match that? So anyway, I'll be back, and hit like, subscribe, and all that shit, and we will see y'all then. Bye bye.